Oh. Okay. This is weird. This just got weird. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna unbox a doll that I've heard a lot about, but I haven't really seen a whole lot of talk about these, but I've seen a couple people that are really excited about them. So I wanted to get one just to see what it's all about. They are the Fidgie Friends. Forever Fidgie Friends. Oh, okay. Fidgie Friends, Forever Fidgie Friends. Who makes these? These are made by a super small company from what I understand. I could be wrong about that, but they're a company I'm not super familiar with. I've seen these around a lot. I've seen them a lot in Walmarts and Targets, and they look super cool. They're very exciting, colorful. There's a lot to see and touch and play with. And that's kind of the point of these. So basically, I'm gonna get her out of the box really quickly while I talk. They're kind of like the fidget spinner. Remember fidget spinners? Remember when those were cool for 5 minutes? They're like the fidget spinner of dolls. The difference with this is that this is a doll. Let me put her up there. This is a doll that it seems like their point of these is to kind of be sort of a tactile toy for kids who need more tactile toys, and they just need something to kind of touch and feel and play with. It's like a sensory toy, right? I don't personally know a whole lot about that, so I can't really speak to that element of it. But I do love the idea of that. I love the crossover between dolls and then other kinds of toys. I think it's something that a lot of companies, they're so stuck in their ways of the traditional fashion doll that they forget that there's other really cool creative stuff they can do with the fashion doll format. So I think this is a really interesting idea. There's this cute little drawing of her on the back. That's a very cute rendering of the doll. It says, so then on the side, it has features. So there's 4 of these dolls in the first set. They all have different features. I only bought one because I didn't know if I was going to really care about them. These retail at $20, which is a steal for a doll of this scale, of this type. That's a really great price. So this doll's features are hair popper clip, flip sequin tail, and glitter fins. So those are kind of her 3 sensory features. So I'm going to get her out of here. Here she is, freed from her plastic prison. The joints on her body are really strange. Okay, so her joints on her body are very stiff. They kind of click. You see that? It's kind of like they click. They do click a lot. It almost feels like you're not supposed to be doing it. It clicks into place. It's very strange. I've never had a doll like that. Usually the motion's a little bit more smooth, but it's not a huge deal. It seems actually quite nice. You know what, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be part of the sensory experience, because it actually does feel kind of satisfying to click her arm back and forth. Maybe that's part of it. So then she also has these little bracelets that I'm assuming you can kind of spin. I wonder if they come off. It's hard to tell if her hand comes off. I'm not gonna muscle it off because I don't want to break it, but it's very difficult to tell. So she has this cute little outfit. This cute little watermelon themed outfit. It is just a cheap piece of, fabric printed on, but the sleeves are kind of their own thing, which is kind of nice. A little crunchy. And then she has this little peplum thing. And then she has this reversible sequin tail. So this is part of her body. Okay, so this isn't removable from what I can tell so far. But it is reversible sequins. It's red and green because of the watermelon, I guess. And then she has this squishy tail fin. It does open, but in the box they have it packaged as it's fused together for some reason. It does open. It's kind of squishy. It just, in the package, it just says glitter tail. So I guess that just is what it is, and you just squish it. Oh, I'm sorry, there's glitter in the tail. I'm so stupid. It's sort of like a snow globe, but it's so hard to see because you can see there's glitter everywhere, but it's like bunches of glitter. So if you move her tail around, the glitter moves a little bit, but it's not very effective with mine. Okay. And then let's take a look at her face. So her face is very reminiscent of the sort of OMG kind of Rainbow High style. They're kind of bigger headed dolls. Hard plastic. This is a really hard plastic head. Yeah, like it's a really hard plastic. It feels nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It doesn't feel cheap. None of the plastic here feels cheap. The articulation feels weird. That could be the product of, like, one, maybe they were trying to make the articulation sort of a sensory experience where it kind of has a clicky motion to it. Alternately, it could just be because this is a smaller company that might not have a lot of experience with dolls. They might just not have the best articulation system yet. But it's a new doll line, so they figure that out as time goes on. The hair is very pretty. Once again, kind of Rainbow High vibes. It's sort of like a lot of different kinds of pink. I did buy this one because she was pink. I thought that was really cute. Also, I don't think all of them are mermaids. Only some of them are mermaids. This one's obviously a mermaid. I do remember being very disappointed that all of these dolls, so there's 4 dolls in this set, all of them are very light-skinned. They all have the same, like, they all kind of look like this. That, to me, is a big problem with a doll line. That's a big problem. It's 2022. Nope, it's 2023 now. It's 2023. I feel like us doll collectors and parents and everyone for years now has been making a big stink about diversity in dolls. And it's just a little crazy to me that any company in 2022 or 2023, at this point in time, any company is coming out with a doll line where their initial collection is a bunch of like light-skinned dolls, and that's it. Like, that's crazy to me. I just don't get it. I don't get how that's still happening. So I will say I took off her top, and instantly there is some pretty serious staining on her hand, or sorry, on her arm. There's some green dye stained there. This is the kind of thing where if you're really good at like doll customization, I think you know how to take that off. I personally don't. Oh. Okay. This is weird. This just got weird. Okay, so for some reason, the tail, it Velcros off in the back, which led me to believe that there was something under here. But it's just this weird, like, faux, like, stuffed sack. Yeah, it kind of is just like a nub of fabric. But it is also stitched on. I mean, this is definitely better if you're a doll customizer, because you just Velcro it off and clip the stitches and move on with your day. But I don't know if they thought, like, oh, we'll make it so you can, like, you know, redo their tails and remove their tails. But then why would they stitch it on anyway? You know what I mean? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's very strange to me that this is Velcroed on. Do they feel like the highest quality doll? No. But would I expect them to for a company that's, like, you know, that this is a new doll line? Not really. You know what I mean? Like, usually a new doll line has a lot of big, like, learning curves involved with creating the dolls. I would like to see more from this company. I think there's a lot they can do with this. There's a lot of potential here. And I think if they give us more diversity in their characters, then they'll be in a better place. I think to me that's the biggest thing. It limits your audience. Like, we want more diverse dolls. Like, everybody does. Like, I'm probably not going to buy any of these because they're all kind of the same. I did like the yellow one. There's a yellow one who has like she has like a little, like, what's that called? Like a floaty around her waist. She was cute. The dolls don't stand up at all. I mean, her body's literally fabric, so she just kind of like flops over. That's easy to fix with a doll stand. Her hair is really high quality too. I didn't really talk about her hair. It's very pretty. It's very high quality. Her bangs look good. It kind of reminds me of Rainbow High doll hair a lot. I'm kind of just messing it up right now, but if you're a doll customizer, there's a lot you can do with this hair. There's a lot you can do with this face. I think there's a lot of potential here. And for people who like mermaid dolls and like to customize mermaid dolls, these are a good option because you can just cut the tail off. The tail's fabric. So unlike like mermaids and, you know, other dolls like that where you have to do like surgery to the plastic, these will just kind of rip right off if you want them to. You think, oh, I didn't even look at, this is the watermelon hair clip. It's like wet and slimy. So first off, it's wet and slimy. I hate that. Some plastics are unstable. And what that means is that over time they might dissolve or melt. And I don't know much about this company. I would hope that they are only using high enough quality plastics to not be toxic to children. But usually if plastics are wet, just out of the box, there's a potential that they could be toxic. Because a child could like whatever this liquid is on this, it's probably the plastic destabilizing And if that gets in like your mouth or anything like that, it can be usually dangerous. So yeah, that's not a great sign. This is cute though. It's one of those things where you like poke it and it pops out and it goes back in. It's cute. It's wet though. Did you hear that? It's like squishy and wet. It's not supposed to be, I don't think. Like, I wouldn't give this to a kid. I mean, I don't know, sorry. If you know more about this than I do, then like correct me in the comments. I mean, sure, it's possible that this is just like there was something wet on it and they boxed it wet, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like the whole piece of plastic feels a little slimy. And in my experience, that usually means that it's like destabilizing. We'll put it in her hair anyway. I will say it is a big enough hair clip. It is actually a little bit cuter on top of her head. It's a big enough hair clip where like a child could actually put that in their own hair, which is kind of cool. But also like my hands are still slimy. So I'm not a big fan of that. It makes me uncomfortable. It's the only thing on this doll that really feels like low quality. Everything else feels fine. Everything else feels great. So it is a tiny thing, honestly. And if you are going to buy these for your kid, I mean, obviously just make sure that it's not slimy. And if it is, I personally wouldn't give it to them. But other than that though, very cute doll for 20 bucks. Not a bad deal. She's fine. She's good. Will I display her? I'm honestly not sure. She's cute, but like, I don't know if she's really like display worthy. I kind of just like wanted to know. I bought her mostly out of curiosity. Oh, I did also want to mention her head doesn't really tilt much. It's more of just like the regular turn. I feel like that's also important. It's for posability. It's not great when their heads don't like tilt much. I know that these were like a little bit divisive. Some people loved them and were super excited about them. Other people thought they were really ugly. My main concern with this line is just the lack of diversity. But also, I mean, we remember what happened with Rainbow High. The series 1 of Rainbow High was super not diverse. And then MGA corrected that pretty much right away as soon as people started making a fuss about it. So hopefully this company does the same thing. I don't even know the name of this company, but hopefully Fidgie Friends does the same thing and we get more diverse dolls in the second series. If they do a second series, hopefully they also fix whatever's wrong with this weird slimy watermelon clip. It's really gross to touch. I don't even really want to put it in her hair because I'm scared it's going to seep into her hair. So maybe we don't even use it. Maybe we just like throw it away. I don't know. I hate to just like throw a piece of a doll's, you know, attire away, but also it is weird and slimy. But yeah, let me know how you feel about these dolls. I am on the fence. I'm probably not going to buy any more from series 1, but if they do series 2 and they're a little bit more diverse and a little bit more interesting, I might end up buying some more. I like the designs. I think the designs are really cool. It's not enough for me to buy them all. I don't need to complete the set with what they are right now, personally. But let me know how you guys feel. Anyway, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be making more unboxing videos very soon. I've got tons of things to unbox right here that I just need to get through because I went on a crazy spending spree and it's still like just a pile of Barbies and stuff behind me and Rainbow High dolls. So please subscribe if you like unboxing videos. I'll be doing a lot more. I'll be doing a lot more other videos as well regarding my doll collection. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.